Please subscribe and don't forget to click on the little notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. I've already taken the silicone off of the shower and I'm doing it here at the sink as well. I should have filmed this a bit earlier, it didn't even occur to me. But basically you just need a selection of knives, and I use pliers to help me pull it out because it's even though it's dry, it's still like really sticky. Like here I've already cut it and you can't get that off. So you have to make your blade pretty long. So can you see how I'm cutting it down? So the blade has to be really flat on the tile to come down, and this one is really sticking on. I've already cut it like this direction, so I keep it flat on this side. I went all the way along, and now I'm trying to go like this because the tiles aren't even. It's not as fast. Just getting that off the grouting. So the important thing is, I'm not worried that this is dirty right now because I'm going to clean it and let it dry, and then I'm going to silicone it, and I will show you how I do that in a minute. Okay, here's the shower that I had already done, and I forgot to video this, so I'm doing the sink at the same time. So I basically have taken away as much as I can of the silicone. You can still see there's a little bit of a remnant. And so now what I want to do is I'm going to be putting some masking tape. I'm going to be putting it on this side and this side, and that way when I take it off I'll have a really perfect thing. I normally wouldn't do that, but I know that the guy who did it, he usually does it like that, and it maybe makes a difference. We'll wait and see. Okay, so I have now put the tape on both sides. This is the problem corner here because I have a rack that goes from floor to ceiling, and obviously there's a lot of residue that stays there, and so we need to take it away every time we clean the shower. So I might actually get a different kind, like one of those little sit down shelves that you can just move easily. So basically when I was putting this tape down, it wouldn't stick because there was still residue, so I had to really clean it and really dry it again, and it was sticking really well now. So I'm going to put the silicone down now, and I'll show you how I smooth it out with my finger. Okay, well, I have to say, I didn't really want to show you what I look like because it's after 2 in the morning. But this is basically what you're going to get. I went to the hardware store and I said, give me the one that has this anti-mold in it. Apparently they all have it, but some claim it's better than others. So I'm only talking to people who've never done siliconing before. So you might be new. So it always comes with one of these nozzles. If the nozzle is missing off the package, don't get it. Make sure you get one with the nozzle on it. And if you're buying this, you're going to need to buy one of these. So it's not a big investment, and I use it all the time. So it's just basically like a little gun. So you're going to like be pumping out the stuff in this. That's the only way you can get this out, because you're basically pushing it up like a ice lolly. All right, so I need to cut the end off, screw the lid on, take this off, put it in the machine, and there you go. So to cut the end off, see if I can do it in front of the camera. So you're just going to basically just keep slicing it. And it's not solid, it's just the outside, and you can see it's got some of the silicone on my knife here. Alright, so you're just going to cut that off, put that in the garbage because you don't want to get it on anything. This stuff is really sticky, and it smells too. Sometimes they don't smell. I can tell you this one smells. So nobody's going to be in here for 24 hours to use the shower while it's drying, and they're going to smell that as well, and they're going to be running, I can tell you, the other way. So I just clean my knife off. So now I've got it open. This just screws right on. Make sure you leave enough of the top of it so it screws on. And then put it in your contraption. So to open and shut, there's like a lever here. And then it like just sits down in there like that. And then as you pump it, it'll get tighter and tighter. It's still going up. There. And now it's ready to go. So I'm going to take that off. And if I just, let's see, where's the camera? You can see it's coming up. There we go. We're ready to go. Okay, so make sure that you have everything that you need ready. So I've got a dry paper towel to wipe off any of the dribbles. And make sure you don't get it on anything, so not on your clothes. And obviously I'm in a shower here, so it's really tight. Okay, so I'm just gonna do an even pump all the way around. I'm gonna do all 3 sides, and then I'm gonna come back and smooth it. To squeeze this contraption is pretty intense. I mean, if you were doing this all day long, you'd be really strong. I feel like you can cut this a little bit bigger as well because it's pretty small, but I'm not going to bother with that now. So it doesn't matter if it's even or not here, because remember, you're going to be smoothing it out. And so even if you miss a spot or it's a bit lumpy, remember we've got this tape in the way, so it will not make a huge mess, because once you put this down, you can't really wipe it off. Okay, so I have finished putting it around now. So you can see I've made a couple drips. It's not very pretty, and this is why you want to have this tape around it. It doesn't matter if it's not going to be seen, but this is obviously a nice shower. One other thing I wanted to say was that when you're finished pumping, you need to also be aware that the pressure that you put on this pump, when you stop, just be aware that it's going to still continue to come out. So have your paper towel ready to go, because you really want to avoid getting this. It's super sticky. I know I've said that a couple times, but when you trying to make a nice effort here, you don't want to make your life more difficult by spending more time cleaning up than you need to. So I'm going to get going now, and I'm going to use my trusty finger, which I broke my fingernail, so it's very convenient. So my hands are in really bad shape at the moment because I've been doing a lot of work around the house. I did ask the guy at the hardware store. I said there's apparently like some little contraption that you can get that will help smooth it out, and he said honestly your finger is better. So what you need is your wet paper towel and your finger, and I'm going to take a sponge with a little bit of soap on it. I know you're not supposed to do that, but it does help keep it from sticking to your fingers. And I'm just going to go around and smooth it. And I will try and film it, or at least part of it. Okay, so I got my wet sponge, my wet paper towels, and the sponge has soap on one side. Just make sure I know which one it is. This one. Okay, so I've made it really wet now. A little bit of soap on my finger, and I'm just going to go down like this. And I'm just running my finger across it like that. See, I think it's already going to dry a little bit. It's looking pretty good. Getting to the end here. I'm going to put this on this paper towel here and make sure I fold it in. So get it off. Put a little bit more soap. Wet, wet, wet. Soap, soap, soap. Seems like there was a bit extra there. Okay, so I'm going to peel it off now. Let me see, I'll take it from here. And when you peel it off, make sure you don't touch the silicone. that is on it. And then once you get this off, it's still a bit wet. You can still retouch it or push it in, push it flat. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please click on the little thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe and click on the little notification bell, and it will allow you to receive information when I post a new video. See you soon. Bye.